for the 27th day of March 2026. Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I'll be your host, Steve Touhy. Joining me for all the fun, all of you. Yes, still flying solo. I think Cheryl will be back Monday. She just told me she's starting to feel a little better this morning. It has just really knocked her out. She thinks possibly COVID. I don't know. Every time I turn around, there's a new strain of it. COVID, flu. It doesn't really matter at this point. If you're sick, you're sick. What are you going to do? So, I will be hanging with you guys today. Hopefully, you guys will be hanging with me. Having some fun. Purdue fans. Holy mackerel. What a game. I mean, again, just like when I was watching on Saturday, it was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, all the way up till, was it 0.7 seconds, I think? I don't know. I just know I was excited. I'm like, okay. I got into bed to watch the last 5 minutes because I was like, okay, I got to get to bed at some point here. I'm going to have to get up in the morning. But I couldn't turn it off. How do you turn it off when it's that exciting? Much more exciting than our baseball yesterday. Whether you're a Cubs fan or a Sox fan. If you're another fan, I don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to the other games. I just paid attention to the White Sox on 98 Gold. And I went home and I watched some of the Cubs game. Most of the Cubs game, I should say. And neither one did well. So, and those are just first games of the season. Nowhere near the fun and excitement of Purdue's win last night. I mean, talk about just excitement and I don't know what other word to use other than fervor. And I haven't had that feeling about basketball in a long time. To be honest, I don't follow college football or basketball that much. It's just not. It's not my thing. I was talking with somebody about it yesterday, and they, said they much more prefer college sports to the pros. They haven't watched the pros in a long time, and that's fine. I'm not one who gets mad about other people's opinions. So it's enjoy what you want to enjoy. So that said, I watched the game last night, and I really thought, I think it was with about 19 seconds left, that Purdue had it. Like they were okay. And if you were watching, there was a 3-point play right at the end where I think it was the point guard from Texas went down the court, drove to the hole, and they called a foul. Which for me, and again, I'm rooting for Purdue. So, I mean, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't remember, and I don't watch a lot of basketball. So forgive me if this is something that goes on a lot. When you call a foul on somebody, when they jump into the person, I mean, the player from Purdue had his hands up in the air. He was literally trying to just get out of his way. And the player jumped into the guy from Purdue and then shot. From what I remember from basketball, that's not a foul. At least not on the guy from Purdue. You're not supposed to just be able to jump into the guy. Tina says that was a great nerve-wracking Purdue game. I also stayed up late to watch the Illinois game. Holy cow, Tina. Because that didn't start till after 9, right? There was no way I was going to watch the Illinois game. And I didn't even know. This is how little I pay attention to basketball. I didn't even know Illinois was in it until I saw them previewing it during the Purdue game. That's how little I pay attention. By the way, for Illinois fans, they pulled it out last night against Houston. Wow. So they're going to the Elite Eight too. Tina says, yeah, I got to bed at midnight and up at 5 for work. Listen, enjoy. I know this only comes around once in a while. So it looks like that was a good game too for Illinois fans. I just don't pay that much attention to it. And honestly, my attachment to Purdue has just been since I've been here. It's just been because we're so close to the area, because, there's so many fans here that it's gotten me into it. And, 98 Gold being in Lafayette, it's just attached us to that a little bit more. Having friends who graduated from there, having friends whose kids go there or graduated from there. So that's gotten me the attachment to Purdue. When I was in Illinois, I didn't have much of an attachment to Illinois either. I watched some of their football when Lovie Smith was the coach, just because I thought it was neat. But again, didn't pay that much attention to college sports. Just not my bag, man. So, but wow, what an absolutely exciting game. And I know March Madness is always exciting. I mean, I remember the last time I actually was paying attention to March Madness was, and I don't even remember who threw the ball. Might have been Bobby Hurley, but the long pass to Christian Laettner from Duke in the last second turnaround buzzer beater. That was the last time I really paid attention. I watched a few games with Purdue when Zach Edey was there. It looked like they were going to go all the way for the championship. But I don't pay that much attention to it. And one of the reasons we paid attention to Duke was my dad went to high school with Coach Krzyzewski. So he was into it. And he's not a big sports guy either. I mean, he turned it on because he turned it on. And that was before we had so many different places to watch and stream and things like that. You had your network television, you had some cable at that point, but I'm not even sure that my parents had cable at that point, because I don't think we got cable until I left the house and moved back in. I got them cable and then ran it all over the house. Tina says, I grew up in Illinois, so I paid attention to the Illini, but I'm a huge Purdue fan. Very cool. Very cool. Well, congratulations to Purdue and to Illinois. Going to the Elite Eight. It's exciting. We'll get into our second round of Serial Madness, speaking of madness, in a little bit. But first, today is Celebrate Exchange Day. Not sure what that is. Celebrate the idea that we can give things to each other. The National Exchange Club celebrated today on the anniversary of the founding of the first local exchange club in Detroit, Michigan in 1911. The club was formed 2 years later in Toledo, Ohio. 2 clubs more were formed in Grand Rapids and Cleveland. The National Exchange Club was organized in 1917. It was formed by businessmen who wanted to exchange ideas and information on how to help and serve their communities. Women were not originally permitted. They weren't allowed in until 1985. So I didn't realize that's what exchange was. Exchange of ideas between business people. Okay. Well, I'd like to be a part of something like that now. Today, the Exchange Club is the only service organization that exclusively serves communities in the United States. There are more than 650 local clubs with almost 20,000 members. They focus on family, community, and country. Okay. I love that they serve their community, but it doesn't sound like that's what it was originally supposed to be. It's supposed to be an exchange of ideas. International Whiskey Day. You know, I've talked about this before. I would like to like whiskey. Only, and this is the stupidest idea in the world. When I see people drinking whiskey in these short, stout glasses, like short, fat glasses, on TV shows or in movies, it looks cool. They look like they're enjoying it. And I have never had a whiskey where I went, I really like that. I've tried multiple. I have a really expensive bottle of whiskey at home that it's so expensive that I think, well, I'm not going to open it and waste it. And I know you're like, Steve, well, it's wasted by sitting on a shelf. You're probably right. You should probably just sell it because I'm not going to like it. I've tried all kinds of different whiskey, and whiskey fans are like, well, but you got to try this. Well, you got to try this one thing. Whoa, you haven't had this. I know. It's like with people when I tell them I don't like fish. But have you had? Yes. I've had enough to know I don't like fish. And they want to keep asking, what about filet of fish? Don't like filet of fish. Sorry, I'll take a quarter pounder with cheese. What about tuna fish? Yes, I'll have a tuna fish sandwich. Yeah, see? So you do like some fish. Okay. You got me. You got me. And I like shrimp too. Doesn't mean I like orange roughy. Just saying. National Scribble Day. I assume that's just scribbling things and doodling. Annual celebration of creativity. So that's what that is. Spanish Paella Day. I don't think I like paella. I don't know that you guys care, but I don't think I do. No homework day. All right. I know we have some teachers listening. Trust me, your students will be very happy if you tell them today's no homework day, so we're not giving you homework for the weekend. I think we're also in spring break anyway, so I don't know that for at least for a lot of schools. You could have put that in a different week. Of course, there's no homework if it's spring break. Quirky Country Music Titles Day. I think this is the day you're supposed to make up your own quirky country music title. Country music born in America in the 1920s, having its roots in folk and blues music. Lyrics are commonly sung about love and heartbreak and drinking and trains and trucks. And yeah, along the way, they've come up with some fun ones. Here's a few that they've listed here. Setting the Woods on Fire. Well, the Okie from Muskogee. Yes. Take This Job and Shove It. How do you not love that one? Another one from Johnny Paycheck. Pardon me, I've got someone to kill. Excuse me. Your flag decal won't get you into heaven anymore. She thinks my tractor's sexy. See, these are some quirky country music titles. If I said you had a beautiful body, would you hold it against me? Did I shave my legs for this? No trash in my trailer. Flushed from the bathroom of your heart. It's a Johnny Cash song. Flushed from the bathroom of your heart. That's a fun one. You can't roller skate in a buffalo herd. That's true. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. It's a classic. And Tom T. Hill, I like beer. That's just the name of his song. I like beer. And today is World Theater Day. So, all right. Let's take a break. When we come back, we will take a look at our cereal madness from yesterday, see which of those cereals are headed on to the third round, which I believe is our Sweet 16. So we'll see which cereals are headed there and which ones we're voting on today. We got another four matchups today, so stick around.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Tired of muddy paws, smelly fur, and a bathroom that looks like a dog wash explosion? Bring your best friend to Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash in Rensselaer. It's self-service, open 24/7, and made to fit your schedule. No appointments needed. For $8, you get 12 minutes with shampoo and a pet blow dryer. And if your pup needs a little extra time, just add more, just like a car wash. Plenty of parking, no mess at home, and a clean, happy pet every time. Located right next to Baz's Roller Rink on 231 in Rensselaer. Don't forget, they have open skate on Friday and Saturday nights. Be sure to check Baz's Roller Rink Facebook to find out more. Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash, because every pet deserves the 5-star treatment.
Got old electronics lying around? Jasper County REMC would like you to know that you can bring them to the Electronics Recycling Day, Saturday, April 25th, from 8 a.m. till noon, rain or shine. There are 2 drive-thru locations, the Jasper County Highway Department in DeMont behind the Fozzie Center, and the Rensselaer Street Department at 820 East Walnut Street. Drop off computers, laptops, TVs, radios, cell phones, routers, VCRs, DVD players, and more. What not to bring? Vacuum cleaners, microwaves, large appliances, toasters, fans, lamps, light bulbs, or loose batteries. It's a quick, free way to clean out clutter the right way. Do good with what's old. See you April 25th.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
You know, we should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
So I opened a restaurant and needed everything. Menus, signage, catering brochures.
Everything and then some.
I went to Staples. They printed it all and even suggested takeout menus.
One money pit with a side of fries.
But now at Staples, you get up to $125 off custom print orders.
$125 off. Now you're cooking. Brand your business in a big way at Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in store, online, or in the app by 4/18 to unlock. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
During Lowe's Pro Savings Days, the job works in your favor. My Lowe's Pro Rewards members buy more and save more on the materials they rely on every day. Get up to 25% off select molding when you spend $1,000 or more, and up to 25% off Pergo Evercraft laminate flooring. Put Pro Savings Days to work for you. Members get more at Lowe's. Valid through 3/27. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Visit the Pro Desk or Lowes.com/terms for more details. Subject to change.
At Macy's VIP sale, there isn't just one way to save. First, take 25% off our best brands. like Good American, Tommy Hilfiger, Calvin Klein, and so many more. Then take 15% off must-have beauty and fragrance from Miu Miu, Yves Saint Laurent, and Prada. And Star Rewards members can earn Star Money even faster on everything else. Only at Macy's VIP sale. Hurry, it all ends Sunday. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Kevin Matthews. Touhyville is a very unusual place.
Turn on that radio and back here.
So, it's been a long week.
I'm so ready for this week to end.
Ready for the weekend.
End of the week?
It's Friday.
It's Friday.
It's Friday? Already?
It's the weekend.
I heard that this show is like really good.
It's good. It's great. It's great.
Let's begin. Do you happen to have the time?
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out on a Friday morning. Cheryl, still feeling under the weather, but getting better. So hopefully she'll be back with us on Monday. Portion of the show today brought to us by our friends over at the Jasper County Fair Association. So many fun things going on year-round at the Jasper County Fairgrounds. You know, it's not just the fair. A lot of people think that's the only time things are going on over there, but no. There's great stuff going on all the time. Coming up, Easter weekend, Friday from 4 to 7, Saturday from 9 to 2. So April 3rd and April 4th out of the Jasper County Fairgrounds. It is the Dandelion Spring Craft Show. It's going to be a blast. Check it out. Friday night, baked potato and salad bar, along with all the crafters. And then Saturday, you've got breakfast with biscuits and gravy, 8 to 10 for just $2.50. And your breakfast ticket also gets you into the egg hunt for kids. Easter egg hunt they're doing at 10:30 in the morning on Saturday. So that's going to be a lot of fun. That's April 4th out at the April 3rd and 4th is the spring show out at the Jasper County Fairgrounds. Also, got to mention that Liberty Clinic in Rensselaer, right before that on April 2nd, from noon to 4 Central Time, they're doing a free vein screening clinic. That is at the Rensselaer Hospital in the Liberty Clinic. Dr. Lehman, who joined us on the show, I think it was Monday, right? Or last week? I get all my days confused. They just kind of roll together. I think it was Monday. He was on the program, talked about how he started here, then went off to school, to the Mayo Clinic, then came back to Rensselaer and has his own surgical practice going on now. The Liberty Clinic, they're doing a free vein screening clinic Thursday, April 2nd. Appointments are not necessary, but they are encouraged. Call 219-866-8999 to set up your appointment for that. All right, let's go take a look at our cereal madness. A tight one yesterday between Fruity Pebbles and Honey Nut Cheerios. Fruity Pebbles moving past Honey Nut Cheerios. I got to tell you, I think that's an upset. Now, I did put Fruity Pebbles as a 7 seed, or as a 2 seed, and Honey Nut Cheerios as a 7 seed. That said, I really thought, I know Cheryl mentioned this too, even though she's a big fan of Fruity Pebbles, I really thought Honey Nut Cheerios was going all the way. At least to the Final Four. But no. Knocked out in the second round, Honey Nut Cheerios beat by Fruity Pebbles. Golden Grams with 80% of the vote. That got past Apple Cinnamon Cheerios. I don't think that's a big surprise. Golden Grams moving on. And I don't think, so in the next round, they'll take on Fruity Pebbles. I don't think they're getting past Fruity Pebbles. Just saying. I think Fruity Pebbles may have a straight shot to the Final Four. Another close one. The peanut butter cereals. You guys love your peanut butter cereals. Peanut butter Chex beats chocolate Lucky Charms. Well, glad you guys like your peanut butter cereals, because in the Elite Eight, you're going to see them go up against each other. Peanut butter Captain Crunch, a 9 seed, beat Alphabets, a 1 seed yesterday. I cannot believe you guys voted 68% voted peanut butter Captain Crunch over Alphabets. Stunned, I tell you. But that's the fun of when we do our silly madness things. That's it's always fun when we do those things. Now I've got the everything up on the Touhyville page. I got to get it over onto the Q and 98 Gold. But here's your matchups for today. Okay, I'll get them done during the next commercial break. Listen, flying solo, not getting everything done. It happens. Here's our day 2, round 2 matchups. You've got Trix taking on Bite Size Shredded Wheat. Special K taking on Cocoa Krispies. Raisin Bran versus Count Chocula. And Corn Pops, sugar corn pops, taking on Kix cereal. So head over to the Touhyville Facebook page. I'll get it up on the Q and 98 Gold here in just a minute, and cast your votes for the second round to see which of those cereals is headed towards the Elite 8. We'll be back in just a minute. Hang with me.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, partly sunny with a high near 40. Tonight, clear skies and a low of 28. Saturday, sunny and a high near 48. Saturday night, increasing clouds with a low around 38. Sunday, partly sunny with a high up to 60. Sunday night, mostly cloudy and a low around 48.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Let's face it, nobody loves talking about colonoscopies. But you know what's worse? The I told you so look from your doctor after you put it off for a solid decade. Yikes. Liberty Clinic gets it. Life's too short for waiting lists longer than a CVS receipt. Why risk death by boredom in a waiting room when you could just get your colonoscopy at Liberty Clinic in Rensselaer faster than you can binge watch a new Netflix series? Seriously, schedule within 1 week. Yep, you heard right. And our team's so nice, your colon will practically thank us. Don't be a procrastinator. Early detection is the ultimate treat yourself. Put your health first and call Liberty Clinic now. 219-866-8999. You can also stalk us online at mylibertyclinic.com or on Facebook. We promise no embarrassing photos. Liberty Clinic, we keep you in good health from your head right down to your, well, you know. Call us. Your future self and your colon will be glad you did.
You think Bozeman Oil is just about oil? Well, think again. For over 65 years, they've delivered gasoline, diesel, lubricants, tank setups, and more. From farms to fleets and everything in between, Bozeman Oil offers dependable delivery and honest, old-school service. Located in DeMont and proud to serve this region since 1960. Family-owned, community-focused, and always just a phone call away. Visit BozemanOil.com or call 219-345-3412 or stop by and visit on Route 10 today. Bozeman Oil, so much more than just oil.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Well, Jeff, the news seems to be full of supply chain issues, delayed shipping, rising prices, and inflation. How's that affecting us here at Bjork's Fine Jewelry?
Honestly, Liz, not in the least bit. Our prices are sharp as ever. Our values are the best in the business. You can compare the mega box stores, the internet, or even the big city diamond districts, and you still won't find the deals we offer.
Well, that will make our customers very happy, but I've heard that many businesses are struggling to find product and maintain inventories.
Not here at Bjork's Fine Jewelry. We work very hard with our suppliers to make sure diamonds, gemstones, and jewelry continue to arrive and keep our selection fresh and exciting.
So let me get this straight. Our customers can stroll into Bjork's and still get unbeatable prices, top-notch quality, first-class service, and the area's largest inventory to make the perfect jewelry choice?
You summed that up pretty well, Liz. But don't forget, we also have the area's largest selection of coins and precious metals bullion. Some dealers have really struggled to source sufficient quantities, but here at Bjork's, we are fully stocked.
You know, Jeff, we're pretty lucky to have been serving the Lafayette community for over 75 years.
Shop smart, shop Virks, Virks.com.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab, and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Got old electronics lying around? Jasper County REMC would like you to know that you can bring them to the Electronics Recycling Day, Saturday, April 25th from 8 a.m. till noon, rain or shine. There are 2 drive-thru locations, the Jasper County Highway Department in DeMont behind the Fozzie Center, and the Rensselaer Street Department at 820 East Walnut Street. Drop off computers, laptops, TVs, radios, cell phones, routers, VCRs, DVD players, and more. What not to bring? Vacuum cleaners, microwaves, large appliances, toasters, fans, lamps, light bulbs, or loose batteries. It's a quick, free way to clean out clutter the right way. Do good with what's old. See you April 25th.
97.7 The Q.
Touhyville. 2 Tuohys, no waiting.
Welcome back to the, to the show that we're doing right now.
Wake up, fool!
You really gonna be abnormal after this show.
I'm laughing like a ventriloquist dummy.
You are.
The show has become very, very silly.
Sounds like a fun crew.
Is that a real show?
No, it's somebody's making a joke. Forget it.
Best show we've ever done, ladies and gentlemen. You're about to get
Showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out, having fun on a Friday morning. Hope you are too. Hope your week's been going well. Hope your Friday is off to a good start. If not, one easy way to turn it around is a McDonald's breakfast. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That's always a good way to turn your morning around. Sausage McMuffin with egg. Big breakfast with hot cakes. You know, last year, for our madness, we did McDonald's Madness. I got to tell you, each day that we had a matchup made me hungry, made me want to go get McDonald's. You can get McDonald's at your Kasanovich Umfleet McDonald's. They sponsor our streaming video. You can see my smiling face. Hi. Here on the Q, 98 Gold, Touhyville Facebook pages, Twitch under Touhyville, or on YouTube. Look for Touhyville. Kasanovich Umfleet McDonald's in Rensselaer, 2 great locations. Remington, right off of 65. Hebron, right off of 65. DeMott in town. And then, of course, you do have the one in Rensselaer on 60, right off 65 and 114. And in town, as they say, on College Avenue. So visit your Kasanovich Umfleet McDonald's. Don't forget to use the app. Also got to mention our friends over at Steve's Specialized Services. Stop in to Steve's Specialized Services on 231 in Rensselaer now through the 31st. Get yourself a Bad Boy zero-turn mower, and you'll score a free handheld tool. Choose from an 80-volt blower or trimmer or a gas-powered blower or trimmer. That's all going on March 20th through the 31st. It's Bad Boy mowers, bandits, and tractors. So they've got great deals on all of those, but the Bad Boy zero-turn mower is the one that gets you the free handheld tool. So mowing season is just around the corner. I know the weather's going all up and down in Cucamonga, but next week we're going to see 70s and 80s again. So we'll be back on that track. Todd says good morning. Good morning, Todd. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. We appreciate it. Let's see what's happening.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
All right. United Airlines will start letting passengers turn a row of economy seats into a couch. We talked about this yesterday. This, of course, follows along with Spirit Airlines replacing all their seats with old futons. So, yeah. In Southwest, they're just putting regular couches into all of them. They're not cleaning them. They're just old couches. During a religious service at the Pentagon, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth prayed for overwhelming violence of action against those who deserve no mercy. Perhaps he should have prayed for a sense of irony. Pete, psst, come here. I'm not an expert, okay? I don't think that's what you're supposed to pray for. I don't think that's how it works. Just saying. The trailer for the next Spider-Man movie hit 1 billion views. It makes sense. The guy's always on the web. Hello. Get it? He's always on the web. Zingy. The U.S. Treasury Department plans to put President Trump's signature on all new paper money. President Trump wants his name on everything. And before he's president, Donald Trump wanted his name on everything. Wants his name on money, on buildings, on awards, the Epstein files, okay, maybe not everything. Bad Boy star Teresa Randall was arrested for domestic violence. She said she was just trying out for the new Bachelorette. She was going for. And lastly, Sammy Hagar called Alex Van Halen negative. So Alex Van Halen called Sammy Hagar a jerk. Then everyone in the bingo hall got silent. Yeah, they're trying to start a new show called Real Housewives of the 80s. No town, just of a time. Because then they'll just get up and throw wine at each other. Those kooky Van Halen boys. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Wacko cuckoo guys in Van Halen. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. The band's pretty much done, okay? I know we got 2 sort of Van Halen things and camps and things. It's okay. Sometimes you just got to let some stuff go. It's all right. It's okay. How about a little fun in Florida this morning? A 58-year-old man in Florida, by the way, hammered, drove through a gate at Daytona Beach Airport right onto the airfield, where he almost collided with a plane, but he didn't. He jumped out and tried to get on several different planes. Hold on, I'm late for my flight. Guys, stop chasing me. You can have my car. I was late for my flight. Just, you guys don't understand. I gotta get on my flight.
Is that an active runway there?
Yeah.
What's the deal, man?
I don't remember. I was at my house.
Said they had a bunch of drugs.
I went to an AA meeting. Next thing I know, I'm doing cocaine, drinking, and smoking pot.
Oh, well, that'll do it. Sir, you realize you're on an active runway. Yeah. How'd you get here? I don't really remember. I was doing all kinds of drugs and drinking. I was at an AA meeting. Okay. Sounds like you're on the right path. Next thing I know, I was doing a bunch of drugs and drinking, and I was driving through the gate of the airport. Yeah. See, that's where we went offline a little bit. Just saying.
I went to an AA meeting. Next thing I know, I'm doing cocaine, drinking, and smoking pot.
Very casual about it, just so you know. In case you were curious, while we're doing our chit-chatting here, I did a lot of cocaine, did some drinking, smoked some pot. But other than that, straight as an arrow. I've been right on it. Oh, yeah. That's beyond dumb in Florida, but we still need the song.
Everyone from Florida is stupid. Everyone from Florida is dumb. I might not be the brightest guy, but next to them my IQ's high. If they had guitars, here's how they'd strum.
Oh, my. By the way, speaking of airports, I came across this morning, and I'm not sure how this even works. The Washington Post is reporting that some short regional plane routes are becoming bus rides. Huh? So you buy a ticket on a bus, or no, you buy a ticket for an airplane, and they put you on a bus? Even if you have a ticket, you go to the airport, you go through security just like normal, you walk out to the gate, and there is a bus there waiting for you to take you to your short destination rather than a plane. A woman says she expected a short flight from South Bend, Indiana to Chicago, was shocked when she realized the bus at the gate wasn't taking her to a plane, it was taking her to Chicago. Isn't that bait and switch? If I paid for a flight, I don't understand. It says instead, some airlines like American have been selling bus flights between smaller cities that don't have regular air flight service. Well, but then that's called a bus ticket. That's not a plane ticket. I can just go to, what's the bus thing? Greyhound. That's not real.
I'm sorry for the realness.
No, that's not the realness. That's the fakeness. That's a bus. For whatever reason, they aren't always clear about the mode of transportation when you book it, so some travelers are confused. No, I think they're doing this on purpose. No, we're not confused. You're lying. For American, the bus routes even have a flight number. It can't be a flight number. Unless this bus takes flight. No, and no. You can't just sell somebody something and go, yeah, but I mean, don't worry, we'll be like flying there. It'll be fine. No, I'm in a bus. I'm on the road. This is not flying. Their website notes that the route includes travel on a luxury bus. And it shows a bus icon, but that's even less obvious if you book through a third-party service. For what it's worth, the bus planes, by the way, are not luxurious. They do resemble planes, offering overhead compartments for carry-ons, first class, TV, and tray tables. Many have Wi-Fi too, although you don't have to put your phone service on bus mode. Right? I don't need your Wi-Fi. I've got my phone because, oh yeah, I'm in a bus. This isn't a flight. How is this even like a thing? What? I don't know if I can do the world anymore. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Sir, you are booked on flight number 1731. Great. Where's the plane? Oh, no, there's no plane. No. I booked a flight. Yeah, but that's just like a word. No. It's not just a word. It's a word that has a meaning. A flight is something I would take on an airplane or perhaps a helicopter, maybe even a hang glider. If I fly in a bus, I better be in the movie Speed. That's about the only time that I have seen a bus fly. I'm just saying. Seems like a little bait and switch to me. Anyway. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we got Frank with sports. We got Find the Big Deal with Strack and Mantil, and plenty of other stories to dive into. We got so many different things. Cheat codes for adult life. What else we got? Police officer shows up on the scene drunk. And a little nostalgia coming back for those of us that grew up in the 80s. So stick around for that as well. So many fun stories. Don't go anywhere.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
The extra step. They say that makes all the difference. The extra step. It's the difference between wanting and having. You want a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Kirstings wants you to have a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. All you have to do is take the next step and walk through their front door. Get ready for the spring riding season because Kirstings Harley-Davidson has just the bike you've been looking for. They're stocked with every type of Harley-Davidson motorcycle you've ever dreamed of riding, and now is your chance to put them to the test. This is the time of year that puts an extra spring in everyone's step. So what are you waiting for? Take your extra step and get on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle today. Kirstings Harley-Davidson Cycle Center, 4 miles south of North Judson on Highway 39. Call 574-896-2974. Visit Kirstings online at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and KirstingCycle.com.
Got old electronics lying around? Jasper County REMC would like you to know that you can bring them to the Electronics Recycling Day, Saturday, April 25th, from 8 a.m. till noon, rain or shine. There are 2 drive-through locations, the Jasper County Highway Department in DeMont behind the Fozzie Center, and the Rensselaer Street Department and 820 East Walnut Street. Drop off computers, laptops, TVs, radios, cell phones, routers, VCRs, DVD players, and more. What not to bring? Vacuum cleaners, microwaves, large appliances, toasters, fans, lamps, light bulbs, or loose batteries. It's a quick, free way to clean out clutter the right way. Do good with what's old. See you April 25th.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that savory McChicken biscuit for just $2.49. Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Save on Moloch Carpet now at Carpet Barn in Roselawn during the all-pet carpet sale. If you have pets, this is the carpet you've been waiting for. Mohawk's Pet Premier Carpet features the exclusive all-pet warranty, protecting against stains, odors, and pet accidents. Designed with easy stain protection and made from durable, eco-friendly polyester, Mohawk all-pet carpet is tough on messes and easy on your home. Right now, Carpet Barn has fantastic sale pricing, knowledgeable and helpful customer service, and flooring you can trust. But hurry, this sale won't last forever. Visit Carpet Barn on Route 10 in Roselawn or online at carpetbarnllc.com. Be sure to like Carpet Barn on Facebook.
Saturday, March 28th, get ready to rock the Legion at the DeMont American Legion Post 440. LC Productions and the DeMont American Legion present 3 great acts, one unforgettable night. Crossthreads, Kevin J. Friend, and White Summer, The Sounds of Led Zeppelin. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. Ages 16 or older can get in with a valid ID. Tickets just $25 single or $40 per couple. Grab yours now at the American Legion in DeMont or on the DeMont American Legion Facebook page. Don't wait. They're selling fast. Support the Legion, support the veterans, and rock the night away. Rock the Legion, Saturday, March 28th.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit is how it's all of my favorite breakfast items in one good bite. That fluffy egg, that melty cheese with that perfectly grilled sausage. It just gives you that warmth, that comfort food that you love. It is the best possible option for a classic breakfast.
Comfort is calling. Order a Chick-fil-A sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit with Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment? That's a lie. Most timeshares can be bought online for $1. To find out what your timeshare is worth and to cancel it, call us today and we'll send you our timeshare exit kit free with all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley for your free exit info guide. 800-349-8877. That's 800-349-8877.
97.7 WLQI Rensselaer. The Q.
This check of news brought to us by the Nice Law Firm. Visit nicelawfirm.com. Here's Russ Martin.
A second relief fund, this time for Jasper County residents, has been set up in the aftermath of the storms of March 10th. Executive Director for the Jasper Newton Foundation, Breanne Hooker, talks about ways to make a donation to the two funds.
The Jasper Newton Foundation, with some very generous and kind donors, has been able to not only establish the Lake Village Tornado Recovery Fund, but also a Wheatfield Tornado Recovery Fund. It's one thing we're really focusing on right now is bringing donations in. It's the only way we're going to be able to help as many people as possible. Visit jaspernewtonfoundation.org and click the really big green button that says Give Now, and those two donation funds pop up right away.
If paying by check, make your check payable to Jasper Newton Foundation and mail to Post Office Box 295, Rensselaer 47978, and place Lake Village or Wheatfield in the memo line of your check. We also asked Breanne about how the decision is made as to who will receive the funds.
JNF is going to work really closely with emergency management in both Jasper and Newton counties. We also are going to utilize our friends at United Way, who have a lot more resources they can bring to the table. Also reached out to help coordinate with Red Cross. We will have very clear directions out in the public about how to apply for those funds. I'll make sure I call you back on the radio.
Volunteers are still needed in northern Newton County to aid in cleanup. Emergency Management Director Matt Drunen said sign-up is taking place today, Saturday, and Sunday at the Lake Village Community Center from 8 a.m. until noon. However, he said it's best to report at 8 a.m. on any day you want to volunteer to receive a briefing on volunteering. You'll receive directions on where to report following sign-up. If you have a chainsaw, please bring that, and fuel will be provided if need be. Protective eyewear, gloves, safety jacket, and hard hat will be provided as well. There will not be a volunteer call out for Jasper County. 3 people from Chicago were preliminarily charged with 2 felonies after illegal activity was reported by the T-Mart gas station owner in Wheatfield around 2:30 Wednesday morning. In a press release from the Jasper County Sheriff's Office, a deputy in the area received a description of the suspects and their vehicle from the owner and attempted to pull the vehicle over, but the driver failed to comply. Multiple law enforcement agencies assisted in a pursuit that did not end until the south side of Chicago, when the driver was involved in a wreck. The preliminary charges against 33-year-old Kashawn Williams, 35-year-old Brandon West, and Jasmine Darling, age 28, are burglary and theft. Williams, the driver, also was charged with resisting law enforcement with a vehicle. The sheriff's office stated a similar vehicle and 3 people wearing similar clothing attempted to break into the smoke shop in DeMont. A major concern about 2 missing children, ages 8 and 9, in the San Pierre area in Stark County turned into relief and happy news as the 2 girls were found a short time later following law enforcement arrival on the scene earlier this week. The Sheriff's Department, along with North Judson Police, responded after it was reported the 2 had wandered away from a residence north of that town. Detectives also assisted and began a search of the area. A drone from the county sheriff's office was utilized, and within minutes of its deployment, the 2 girls were seen in a nearby wooded area and safely reunited with their parents. Sheriff Jack Rosa thanked police and detectives who aided in the search for their quick response and said he was thankful too for the drone technology within his department. And there will likely be increased traffic in downtown Rensselaer on Saturday, as a No Kings rally will be taking place on or near the courthouse grounds from noon until 2 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend as well. I'm Russ Martin.
Need trusted legal help in Indiana? The Nice Law Firm has been fighting for Hoosiers since 1992 in family law, personal injury, criminal defense, estate planning, real estate, business law, and more. And now, Ned Totter, longtime Rensselaer attorney, has joined the Nice Law Firm as they expand to Jasper and the surrounding counties. With decades of success in injury, family, real estate, and criminal matters, Ned's local know-how strengthens an already powerful team. Whether you're facing a tough legal fight or planning for the future, the attorneys at the Nice Law Firm are there to guide you with skill, compassion, and results you can trust. Contact the Nice Law Firm at nicelawfirm.com or call 317-NICE-LAW.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion.
3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
83-year-old James Murphy of Rensselaer passed away on March 22nd. Visitation will be today from 10 a.m. until noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for James Murphy will be today at noon at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Father Joshua Bennett officiating. Private burial will take place. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Rensselaer Senior Center. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. 78-year-old Robert Melbourne of Wheatfield passed away on March 21st. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Friday, March 27th at Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield. Services for Robert Melbourne will be held at Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield on Friday at 6 p.m. with Pastor Rick Helton officiating. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 77-year-old Timothy Armstrong of Lowell passed away on March 20th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Friday, March 27th at the Lowell Church of Christ. Services for Timothy Armstrong will be held at Lowell Church of Christ, 6 p.m. Friday. Pastor Chuck Hockmuth officiating. Interment will be in DeMont Cemetery at 10 a.m. on Saturday, March 28th. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 82-year-old Janet Button of Winnemac passed away on March 21st. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Janet Button will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Pastor Butch Wildermuth officiating. Private burial will take place. Memorial contributions may be made to the funeral home to assist with final expenses. Online tributes may be offered at framemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 70-year-old Colleen Janet Long of Rensselaer passed away on March 23rd. Visitation will be at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer on Saturday, March 28th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time. Funeral services for Colleen Long will follow immediately at noon with Reverend Marcia Smith Wood officiating. Interment will take place at Fair Oak Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Carnegie Players of Rensselaer or the American Cancer Society. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 84-year-old Willie Carlos Wilson of Munster passed away on March 15th. Friends may call from 1 until 3 p.m. on Saturday at the Virgie Christian Church. Services for Willie Carlos Wilson will take place at the Virgie Christian Church, 3:30 Saturday. Pastor Bill Taylor officiating. Interment will be in Elmwood Cemetery in Hammond at 9 a.m. on Saturday, March 28th. Boersma Funeral Home entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Shriners Children's Hospital. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Rensselaer Iron and Metal.
Today, partly sunny with a high near 40. Tonight, clear skies and a low of 28. Saturday, sunny and a high near 48. Saturday night, increasing clouds with a low around 38. Sunday, partly sunny with a high up to 60. Sunday night, mostly cloudy and a low around 48.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. It's brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
On Pleasant Friday, here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. Starting off with area girls high school softball from a distance. The season jump starting for Kankakee Valley yesterday in Tennessee, part of the Southern Warrior Classic. In all, the Cougars playing 3 games, winning the first over Mason of Ohio 7-4. The second matchup had the Cougars also victorious, getting by Sandburg of Orland Park, Illinois. The final 5-1. The Cougars losing the nightcap 5-4, playing another Illinois school, Lake Zurich. NCAA men's basketball tournament, the Sweet 16 round getting underway last night, and with one of the tournament's defining moments in San Jose, California, out of the West region. At second seed, Purdue avoids a scare, edging out 11th seed Texas 79-77. A March Madness of a moment indeed, tied at 77 all. Final seconds of regulation. Boilermakers driving with senior guard Braden Smith. However, he would misfire right of the basket, but right place, right time. Trey Kaufman-Wren, the tip in with the right hand, just 0.7 of a second remaining. Kaufman-Wren, the Boilermakers 6'9" senior forward, averting overtime and giving Purdue a spot in the Elite Eight. Kaufman-Wren led the Boilermakers with 20 points. It's Purdue and the West region's top seed Arizona, the Elite Eight tilt tomorrow night, also in San Jose. In Houston, a little bit easy for Illinois, playing in the South region. The third seed Illini upend second seed Houston 65-55. The game taking place at the Toyota Center, located just 2.5 miles from the University of Houston campus. The Illini with a pair of double-doubles. Freshman guard for David Merkovich, a team-high 14 points with 10 rebounds. Freshman guard Keaton Wagler, 13 points, 12 rebounds. It's back in Houston for the Elite Eight tomorrow night, a showdown of Big Ten squads, Illinois and 9th seed Iowa. The women's basketball Sweet 16 starts today. Notre Dame included in the action in the Fort Worth 1 region. The 6th seed Lady Fighting Irish take on 2nd seed Vanderbilt in Texas. Women's basketball NIT has Illinois State at home tonight, matching up against Abilene Christian in Super 16 play. Major League Baseball opening day 2026, starting with a bang for the White Sox, ultimately giving way to disappointment. White Sox crushed yesterday 14-2 by the Brewers in Milwaukee. White Sox got on the board first. Opening inning, Chase Mydroff with a leadoff homer on a 3-2 pitch off Brewers starter Jacob Mizorowski. However, for White Sox starter Shane Smith, the floodgates opened up in the second, allowing 4 runs. White Sox pitching as a whole, surrendering 10 walks. White Sox batter striking out 20 times. Mizorowski fanned 11. Brewers catcher William Contreras gave his team the lead for good with a second inning bases clearing double, the first big league home run for White Sox newly acquired first baseman and Japanese star Munetaka Murakami. That came in the 9th. Cubs commencing their 150th season as a National League franchise yesterday, however, losing opening day at Wrigley Field 10-4 to the Washington Nationals. Matthew Boyd started off strong, the Cubs left-handed starter, 7 strikeouts through the first 3 innings, then the turning point, the 4th inning, which Boyd allowed 5 of his 6 runs on the day. Cubs getting 3 hits and an RBI in the leadoff spot from first baseman Michael Busch, third baseman Alex Bregman in his Cubs debut, reaching base twice, a walk and a single. Both the White Sox and Cubs off today. The Cubs yesterday reportedly extending second baseman Nico Horner on a 60-year extension. This comes after the Cubs extended center fielder Pico Armstrong this past week to a 6-year, $115 million deal. NHL Blackhawks lose on the road yesterday. They're second of 4 away from United Center Ice, 5-1 to the Philadelphia Flyers. Connor Bedard, the lone Blackhawks tally, a second period goal, his 30th of the season. NBA Bulls continued their 4-game road trip tonight at the defending world champion Oklahoma City Thunder. Pacers host the Los Angeles Clippers tonight at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. And that's a look at your sports for this Friday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-23. Life is about connecting with Nitco.
All right, let's play Find the Big Deal with Strachan Van Til. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. Looking for the price today on Driscoll's Blackberries and Raspberries. On sale this week at Strachan Van Til. 219-866-4104. Let me know the price on those Driscoll's Blackberries and Raspberries. You'll be entered in for a chance to win the $50 gift card from Strachan Van Til and Touhyville. We'll draw the winner later this morning. Good luck.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, ta-da! If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Do you owe back taxes or have unfiled tax returns? The IRS won't quit until they get your money. Here's great news, fresh from those in the know. Major changes have happened at the IRS. If you owe more than $10,000, you may be eligible for a 99% reduction of what you owe. Haven't filed a return for a while? Their happy clients are talking.
The IRS was going to levy my bank account, but Guardian was able to prevent that and fix all my IRS issues.
Thanks again, Guardian Tax.
Need relief from crushing tax debt? The IRS now has special programs. Guardian Tax knows all about them. Personal or business, this is the fresh new brick you've been hoping for.
We aren't the company you call when you need a hug because you're scared of the IRS. Guardian Tax is the company that wins when you need it most.
Guardian Tax Service is really great to work with. They really help me out. I'd recommend them highly.
Call now for a free confidential consultation. 800-355-1032. 800-355-1032. 800-355-1032.
All right, congratulations to Carol in Wheatfield. She knew that the Driscoll's raspberries and blackberries are on sale this week for 99 cents when you use your digital coupon at Strachan Till. Shopping at Strachan Till is easier than ever. You can do it online now at StrachanTill.com. You get the same prices as you see in the store. You can set it up for pickup or delivery. You can use your online coupons, reward points, and more. Strachan Till. Life made simple. Food made easy. Visit StrachanTill.com. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card is up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there, comment with the price on the same item, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card from Strachan Till and Touhyville. We'll draw the winner a little bit later this morning. Good luck.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Gladspa Pharmacy is your neighborhood pharmacist. At Gladspa, Angie and her team go above and beyond and are there to answer all of your questions with knowledge and care to keep your family at their healthiest or to help your family get nursed back to health. Gladspa Pharmacy is about more than just medication refills. They carry beautiful gift items and collectibles, including candles, balloons, toys, and greeting cards. Check out Gladspa's wide variety of CBD and daily vitamin supplements. Need your annual flu or COVID vaccine to stay healthy this season? Call for your appointment today. Visit Gladspa Pharmacy at 500 South Grand Street in Fowler or visit online at GladSpaPharmacy.com. Gladspa Pharmacy, their family caring for yours.
Tired of muddy paws, smelly fur, and a bathroom that looks like a dog wash explosion? Bring your best friend to Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash in Rensselaer. It's self-service, open 24/7, and made to fit your schedule. No appointments needed. For $8, you get 12 minutes with shampoo and a pet blow dryer. And if your pup needs a little extra time, just add more, just like a car wash. Plenty of parking, no mess at home, and a clean, happy pet every time. Located right next to Baz's Roller Rink on 231 in Rensselaer. Don't forget, they have open skate on Friday and Saturday nights. Be sure to check Baz's Roller Rink Facebook to find out more. Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash, because every pet deserves the 5-star treatment.
All 70s rock.
Just good old rock and roll. 97.7 FM, The Q.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies. That's a lot of Touhy.
Well, good morning, neighbor.
Let's turn on my favorite morning radio show.
What a wonderful way to start the day.
What a great way to start the day.
What's so great about it?
There's music and laughing.
You know, it's like sitting around the breakfast table with my best friends.
You have no friends.
Oh, I did say like, right?
But let's get into it, everybody. Let's begin the show by starting it.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve and Cheryl with you here. No, we're not. Just me. Oops. I'm just messing with you. Yeah, no, it's actually muscle memory. The mouth just went ahead of the brain. I'm so used to it being Steve and Cheryl that I said it. But unfortunately, Cheryl's still down and out, although starting to feel a little better. So she since she woke up, throat was a little less sore. Doesn't seem to be having as much of a headache. So that's good. So glad to hear that she's starting to feel a little better. Portion of the show today brought to us by Lisa's Candy Store, our candy shop and general store. Old time candy, bottled sodas, Irish popcorn, and more. All there in their very cool old-time shop. So check it out. More than a destination, it is more than a store. It's a destination, rather. It's a place you want to go check out. They're going to be putting an arcade in there. It's just the coolest. If you're around Hoopston, head over there. If you're not near Hoopston, take the ride to Hoopston, Illinois. It's a great little town. A lot of cool stuff going on. Also, got to mention our friends over at the Good Table Family Restaurant in Kentland. Good food, good friends, good times at the Good Table Family Restaurant in Kentland. Whatever is going on in your family, you're like, oh, I'm in the mood for a burger. I wanted Chinese. Oh, I wanted Italian. I wanted fish. No problem. Get it all at the Good Table Family Restaurant. They've got you covered. This is just looking at their dinner part of the menu. Fried chicken, grilled chicken breasts, jumbo shrimp, barbecue ribs, catfish fillets, fried filet of perch, fish and chips, whole catfish fillets. Now let's go for some Italian. Veal Parmesan spaghetti, chicken Parmesan mastacholi, steaks, ribeyes, New York strip, pork chops, ham steaks, chicken stir fry, vegetable stir fry, liver and onions, breaded veal cutlet, barbecue ribs. They say barbecue ribs. It's all there. Whatever you're looking for, they got you covered at the Good Table Family Restaurant in Kentland. So, all kinds of cool stuff happening there. All right, let's go take a look at our cereal madness. As cereal madness rages on, of course, if you didn't hear me earlier talking about it, congratulations to Purdue and Illinois, both going to the Elite Eight. What a game last night for Purdue. Coming down to the last less than a second. Crazy, fun, exciting stuff. Here's our matchups, our cereal matchups for today. Corn Pops right now with 66% of the vote over Kix. Raisin Bran and Count Chocula, dead heat, 50-50. Now, I like both of these cereals, but I'm not going to lie. If I've got an empty bowl in front of me and there's a box of Raisin Bran there and there's a box of Count Chocula over there, I'm going with the Count Chocula. That's how I would decide my McDonald's things, because that's the hardest thing to do when you have two choices that you love. Excuse me, taking a sip of my coffee. You guys feel free to do so as well. I'm not going to lie. That is one of the more awkward things about trying to do a show by yourself. Because one, you're doing all the talking. So your mouth gets drier as you keep talking. Two, because you're doing all the talking, if you stop to take a drink, it just silence. The sound of silence. Yeah, it's just so when Cheryl would talk, I would have a chance to drink. When Cheryl talks, I don't need to drink as much. It's one of those odd things. Anyway, just a little radio about radio for you guys while you're hanging out with me. Another one close right now, Special K versus Cocoa Krispies. Special K with 53% of the vote. And our last matchup of the day, Trix with 81% of the vote right now over bite-size shredded wheat. So plenty of time left to go on that. Go ahead and jump in there and cast your vote to see which of our cereals go to the Elite Eight. We'll see where things end up there. I mentioned earlier in my jokey jokes that what's his name? Sammy Hagar and Alex Van Halen are bickering at each other like a couple of old biddies. So Kevin says when Eddie Van Halen passed away, that was the official end of Van Halen. Yeah, I think so too. I'm with you. I think that's when it's just, okay, we're done. You don't really have a singer. You sort of have David Lee Roth, but he's kind of off doing some kind of weird Vegas-y rendition of Van Halen songs. Yeah, Dave. And then you've got Sammy Hagar, who's got Michael Anthony, who was the bass player, I think, for Van Halen. And they're kind of doing their own thing, and they sort of did Chickenfoot, and then now they're doing they did a Van Halen tribute kind of tour. I don't really know what's going on there with them. It's all gotten too weird. He says, in their defense, there's so many bands claim the name without original members or one original members at best. They should say a tribute to them. Yeah, I get it. It is weird when I saw Quiet Riot one year, and I think there was only one actual original member in the band. That's a little weird. You're not really Quiet Riot. I mean, I know you know the songs, but you're not Quiet Riot. I mean, when Bret Michaels tours by himself, he doesn't call himself Poison. It's just weird. It's a weird thing. So anyway, speaking of weird, so yesterday was the official opening day for baseball. And it's funny because I was watching the Cubs, and I don't watch all the games the way I used to. I mean, I used to watch almost every Cubs game, and or listen to it on the radio. You know, if it was a day game and I was at work, I'd turn it on the radio, but paid attention to almost every game of the season, which is a lot of games. But now I don't turn on marquee as often as I used to watch the games. But I think they have their regular announcers, which is JD and Boog something or other. I don't know. But it's not always them, I don't think. I think sometimes they mix and match some people in there. I don't know if that messes with chemistry. I don't know if that changes things. But I was just watching the game yesterday, and there were a few odd or awkward interactions between the two of them and the woman. I forget her name, and I apologize again. I don't pay that much attention. Who was sort of like on the field, off on the side somewhere, and she does reports from the field. I didn't really understand the whole thing, to be honest with you. And I was paying attention. I was, but it was just. But there were odd, awkward interactions between all three of them, like where you're not sure sometimes. Do you guys like each other? Is someone throwing a jab at someone? Are there inside jokes that I'm missing? Which maybe that Cheryl and I do the same thing. I don't know. We try really hard, because I've been doing this for 31 years. We try hard to make sure that we're not doing callbacks from a thing that an hour ago or 2 days ago, or things where we try to explain what it is that we're talking about. Because I know, as much as it surprises me, not all of you listen to the whole show. I know, I'm surprised too. But I get it. You guys, you're living lives and things. You're on your way to work. You're getting kids ready. You're doing this. And somebody spilled their cereal. And you got this thing over here. And I sort of half heard what you guys were talking about. So I get it. It's one of the things that we've been talking about the idea with the Therapy Thursdays with Dr. Nikki. That it's probably a little too long. For some, a lot too long. And listen, we hear that too. And we probably need to, figure something out for that, because it's, it's a little too long for somebody's commute. And you don't just want that. But I digress. It's not why you called. My point is that we try not to talk about things that nobody can get. One of the things that I love about Aaron Sorkin, who's the writer of like West Wing and Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip, Social Network, American President, so on and so forth, is he always talked about that if he was going to get into something complicated, he would have someone in the room ask a question that would allow someone to explain it. Now, I don't think Cheryl and I do anything complicated, but sometimes we'll mention something from our lives that you guys might not know about. So we always try to circle back and go, here's what we're talking about, whether it be our kids or our grandkids or something in life or what have you. Anyway, long story longer. I was watching the game yesterday and it felt like there was some awkward moments, but apparently they weren't the only ones. Because it says here there were some awkward moments while the Twins were playing the Braves. The announcers had some awkward moments. I didn't hear this, so.
It's a good start for the Twins here in the fourth inning. You ever seen Buck with his pants down? No.
What?
Like in shorts? No, like he doesn't have no socks showing. Ah, I see what you're saying.
Okay. Maybe think through what you're saying before you say it. Yeah. Okay, that's a different kind of awkward than I was thinking. When it just said, I just saw the headline, awkward baseball commentary. Yes. That's his partner was very confused. What he was talking about was the leg of the pants. In baseball, sometimes they have them up almost to their knees and you see the colorful socks. Sometimes some players have their pants all the way down to the ankle and you don't really see the colorful socks. When I was growing up, everybody, that was baseball pants. They only went like to your shin. And then you had the stirrup socks that went over your regular socks to add to the color of it. That was when I was growing up. That's what we all had to wear for baseball. And we all thought it was cool then because you look like the pros. But you got to be careful. Sometimes we've had it happen here on the radio where somebody says something and it's just doesn't quite sound right, depending on the context of what you're saying. This would be one of them.
It's a good start for the Twins here in the fourth inning. You ever seen Buck with his pants down?
I'm sorry? I'm going to need a little clarification on that there, partner. Not really. And his partner was very confused.
No.
No. Are you going to tell us some kind of weird story? I don't think we need locker room stories right now. I think that's it's a little awkward.
No.
No. And where are we going with this? Because I don't think I want to go there with you. I think I'm going to pass on that. But thanks for the chit chat. Yeah. No, I don't think so. But thanks. I'm gonna go. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. No.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, partly sunny with a high near 40. Tonight, clear skies and a low of 28. Saturday, sunny and a high near 48. Saturday night, increasing clouds with a low around 38. Sunday, partly sunny with a high up to 60. Sunday night, mostly cloudy and a low around 48.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
All right, honey, I'm heading out for my morning walk. Hey, neighbor, front yard is looking great.
Yeah, we picked up some beautiful plants from Clark's.
Oh, there's Scott. Hey, your landscaping looks incredible.
Yep, quick trip to Clark's for some rocks and mulch. It was super easy with their help.
All right, see you guys later. Honey, I'm back from my walk.
Great. Hey, I was thinking we should really do something with our front yard.
We should go to Clark's Garden and Floral Center. They have everything from plants to rocks and mulch to outdoor decorations.
Great idea. Did you come up with that on your own?
Of course.
Clark's Garden and Floral Center on Route 231 in Remington. Visit online at clarksgardenandfloral.com and like them on Facebook.
Hello? Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Uh-oh. Car trouble? Don't stress. Take it to AutoWorks in Rensselaer. From oil changes and brake repairs to engines and transmissions, the team at AutoWorks keeps you on the road safely. They're local, they're trusted, and they'll treat your car like it's their own. Don't wait for a breakdown. Schedule your service today. Call AutoWorks at 219-866-4131 or stop by their shop at 919 McKinley in Rensselaer. AutoWorks, where quality and care come standard.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Compact and fiercely capable, the 2026 Kawasaki Brute Force 300 ATV packs a new fuel-injected engine with modern styling and rugged utility to match. Knockout chores with a 500-pound towing capacity and convenient new all-LED lighting that blazes a trail from the barn to the backwoods. Punch above your weight on the 2026 Kawasaki Brute Force 300, the heavy-duty lightweight.
Visit Sanders Cycle on 231 North in Rensselaer. Online at sanderscycles.com, and be sure to like Sanders Cycle on Facebook.
What gets you out of bed in the morning?
An alarm clock. Keeps you going.
You guys do.
You know what keeps me going? My favorite radio personality.
Make me laugh, make me cry.
Help me through some hard times. Come rain or shine.
Who is he? I can hear you.
My favorite radio station.
Huh. Sounds like you need to check your meds.
Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, flying solo on a Friday morning. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I'm sure most are. Up and down stuff with the forecast. But looks like it's going to be a fairly clear weekend. Thought we were going to see some crazy storms last night, but it didn't get too nuts, at least around by me. Portion of the show today brought to us by Jasper County REMC, powering up Touhyville each and every morning, right here on the Q and 98 Gold. Saturday, April 25th, Jasper County REMC is proud to sponsor Electronics Recycling Day from 8 till noon at both of these locations, the Jasper County Highway Department, DeMott Annex, right behind the Fozzie Center, and the Rensselaer Street Department, 820 East Walnut Street. You can bring computers, laptops, hard drives, radios, stereos, televisions, fax machines, telephones, and more. What not to bring: big appliances, microwave, toasters, fans, vacuum cleaners, lamps, light bulbs, and loose batteries. So this is the time to get rid of some of that clutter that's all around the house. You don't want to deal with it. That electronic stuff, you can't put the electronics and stuff out in your regular garbage. So now's the time to get rid of that stuff. So go through your closets, get rid of those old televisions and things like that you have. I got to look around here at the station. I think we got some stuff we could probably recycle. So also got to mention our friends over at Supercuts. Visit Supercuts in Rensselaer. Get yourself a super haircut. That's right. Supercuts in Rensselaer. They've got all kinds of great stuff as far as hair products go and things like that. They also have tanning at Supercuts in Rensselaer and Lowell. All right. So came across this on one of the 352,619 different websites that we go to daily to find fun stuff for us to talk about. Adult cheat codes that changed your life. This is from Ask Reddit. So folks shared their cheat codes. See if any of these hit home with us. Realizing most people aren't thinking about you as much as you think. Yes, I think this is a giant one. For whether you think they're thinking good or bad about you. Most people probably aren't thinking that much about you in general. Takes away a lot of unnecessary pressure, by the way. Dropping social media and not caring what others think. If social media is bothering you, if it's something that you don't enjoy, there's no reason to do it. My brother-in-law, Wes, does not have any social media. I'm not even sure if he has email. He just has no desire to interact with people that he doesn't interact with. He'll text. But I think my sister has an email address that they use for both of them. I think he might even use that same email address for his business. I'd have to ask my sister, and it doesn't bother him. He doesn't think anything's wrong with you that you have social media. It's just not for him. I couldn't imagine being like that. I like social media. I like chit-chatting with you guys on Facebook. I like seeing what my friends are up to. I mean, there's stuff on there that I see that makes me roll my eyes or that I disagree with or that sometimes make me think, ugh. And that's even from people that are my friends on Facebook. And I use air quotes because, I don't know, I would say 80% of my friends on Facebook I'd never actually met in person. Or if I have, I may have met them once. For the most part, if someone sends me a friend request on Facebook, I say yes. At least now I do. I didn't always. When I was posting a lot of stuff with the kids and they were younger, I would push people directly to the Touhyville Facebook page at the time. If you want to interact with me and you're, a resident of Touhyville, if you will. But now, it's fine. The only people I don't really accept friendship from is people that are younger. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to have to worry about whether or not I put things that are for adults on my page. So I don't usually do that. But I also, I will accept quickly and I'll also unfollow or unfriend quickly. Because what I don't want is my feed full of garbage either. If it's political garbage, left or right, I don't care. I don't want to get out of here. That's not what I'm here for. You can do that on your page. You're more than welcome to. That's your deal. It's yours. That's the whole point. I also won't go on your page and tell you, you shouldn't be talking about that stuff. That's a bad ass. No, it's yours. So the idea of dropping social media because it's going to make you feel better, great. If that's what you need to make you feel better, do it. That's the life hack, I guess. I'm not hurt or twisted up by social media. I enjoy it for what I use it for. Saying, let me check my calendar instead of immediately saying yes. Okay. So my problem is I put stuff in my calendar, I say yes, and then I go check my calendar and I go, I got something going at that time. Now I got to call the person back and tell them I got to switch it. I know with how busy I am between radio station stuff and life stuff and radio station stuff and radio station stuff and radio station stuff, I need to learn the word no. And I need to learn that that's a complete sentence. No. Well, why would it just no? I can't. Or I don't want to. Saying, let me check my calendar buys you some time. People respect that. Another one added, if you don't want to do something, say, sorry, I have plans. You don't have to say more. You can also say, I'd like to go, except I don't really want to go. They'll laugh a little bit, but it's also telling the truth. If you exercise daily, even a little, you'll actually won't feel as old as you are. I do think that's probably a great life hack. I don't know this for a fact because I'm not a doctor or in any way in shape, as you can tell if you're watching on video. I would think stretching a little bit every day would help. I know I am very unflexible, like physically. I don't think I could touch my toes. Actually, I know I couldn't touch my toes. If I got up right now and tried to touch my toes without stretching, without doing some work to it, I don't think I could touch my toes. These are other life hacks, adult cheat codes that people have thrown out there on Ask Reddit. If you have some of your own, feel free to throw them on the comments or the video. Just say, I don't know enough about that to have an opinion. Okay, I do that all the time. And actually, even if I do know enough, I don't have an opinion on everything. Or I'll go as far as to say, and I won't say this out loud, you're not entitled to my opinion. There's a reason why I don't really talk politics on the radio. Because I don't want to. I, of course, have political thoughts. I vote. I don't find that to be an interesting conversation with anybody. You have your feelings, I have mine. I'm not going to change your mind. You're not going to change mine. I like interesting conversations with people. I just find that politics are very rarely interesting conversations. They're usually opinions that people try to coat with pretend facts or their own crap. I don't want your crap. So it says, you could say, I don't know enough to have an opinion about that. And I say that a lot, and it's true. I don't really know enough to know what's going on with that. I really don't follow the news much. Here and there, I'll watch a little bit of news, get some from the internet. I don't say it just because I'm here at the radio station. I get most of my news from Russ Martin. And usually that's the stuff that is going to be involved in my life anyway, that I care about. If there's stuff in the news that's going to affect me, I might go and do a little bit of research, figuring, okay, I should probably know about this. It's going to affect me. Let people be wrong. Yes. Who are you to tell them different? They want to be wrong, let them be wrong. Who cares? You don't know everything either, by the way. They say it's not possible to care about everything and everyone. Give fewer cares. Yeah. You can't. You can't possibly care about everything and everybody. What they're doing, what they're not doing, where they put this thing, or what they're doing with that. Stop. All you're doing is stressing yourself out. It's kind of the Oh, I'm drawing a blank on her name right now. Mel Robbins. Like the let them theory. Let them. Let them do whatever they're going to do. Let them live their lives. Whoever it is. You live yours. Let you. You live your life. They'll live theirs. It's okay. And sometimes they'll interact. Kindness. That's it. Kindness. An adult cheat code that'll change your life. Be kind. It'll get you far with call center staff, with just about anyone you interact with on a daily basis. It certainly greases the wheels of most interactions. Yes. And it will make most of your interactions good. Just be kind. It's okay. Be nice to people. Be kind to people. If they're angry, if they're upset, they're probably going through a thing. You don't have to add to it. You don't have to jump into their chaos. Before you buy something you don't really need, think about how many hours you have to work to afford it. Yeah, I think that's always a great one. How much do I have to work to get that stupid thing that I'm not even going to do anything with, that I'm going to hang clothes on or whatever it's going to be? Yeah. Learn from other people's mistakes. Those errors are free of personal consequences. Sure. Somebody shares with you mistakes they've made. Take those in. Be a sponge. Yeah, that's for sure. That's a great life hack. If it takes less than 5 minutes to do it now. You know, I've heard this before too. If it takes less than 5 minutes to do it now. But I will tell you, throughout a day, because I've tried to do that. I mean, with little things at home, I will tell you that's something that Cheryl is way better at than I am. She'll have something in her hand, and she's going to do another task. She will take that thing in her hand and go, let's say, walk it to the garage and put it away. Or walk it into the other room and put it into its place before moving on to the next thing. Where I am more of a, I set it down and move on to the next thing. And then I set it down and I move it on to the next thing. And what happens in my office, in my bat cave, in my bedroom, in the places where I live the most, I have piles. Because of that, I set it down and I move on to the next thing. I set it down, move it on to the next thing. The problem is, when I need that thing, now I have to go through a pile of papers, go through a pile of things to find it. I'm terrible at this. If it takes 5 minutes to do it now. Clean your blender by blending water and soap. All right. That does make sense. Isn't that how we clean everything now? And the last one, I love this. It says, have ice cream for breakfast. All right. I think that's a fun one too. Go ahead and have ice cream for breakfast. Why not?
Put on those thinking caps.
Could have pizza too.
Now for the pizza quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer is firing up the oven and serving the pies everybody loves. Fresh dough, real toppings, and flavor that hits the spot every time. Whether it's game night, family night, or I'm not cooking tonight, make it a Rick's Pizza night. Call 1-219-777-2674. That's 1-219-777-2674. And Rick's will take care of dinner. Get your Rick's fix. Rick's Pizza, Rensselaer's hometown favorite.
All right, it's time now for the pizza quiz brought to us by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Your chance to win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Hi, you're calling number 7. Who's this?
This is Jamie.
Hey, Jamie, how are you, bud?
I'm doing good.
Good. Glad to hear it. All right, let's see if we can get you a pizza. We're going to play a little Which Came First. Celebrity birthday edition. Which of these people was born first, or which one is older? Mariah Carey or Quentin Tarantino? Both celebrities born on this date in history. Which one is older, Mariah Carey or Quentin Tarantino? What do you think?
I'm going to go with Quentin.
Quentin Tarantino, that is correct. There's only about 6 years difference, but Quentin Tarantino is older. He is 63 years old, while Mariah Carey is 57 years old today. Hold on, Jamie. I'm going to grab your info, okay?
All right.
All right, and just hang in there because I'm by myself. I can't send you over to Cheryl's phone, so it's going to take me an extra minute just to get everything set up here on the radio, and then I'll get with you. So just hold on, okay?
Yep.
Thanks, bud.
Winners and families of winners on the Pizza Quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The Pizza Quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza and Rensselaer.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We had to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
The extra step. They say that makes all the difference. The extra step. It's the difference between wanting and having. You want a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Kirstings wants you to have a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. All you have to do is take the next step and walk through their front door. Get ready for the spring riding season because Kirstings Harley-Davidson has just the bike you've been looking for. They're stocked with every type of Harley-Davidson motorcycle you've ever dreamed of riding, and now is your chance to put them to the test. This is the time of year that puts an extra spring in everyone's step. So what are you waiting for? Take your extra step and get on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle today. Kirstings Harley-Davidson Cycle Center, 4 miles south of North Judson on Highway 39. Call 574-896-2974. Visit Kirstings online at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and KirstingCycle.com.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that Savory McChicken biscuit for just $2.49. Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Got old electronics lying around? Jasper County REMC would like you to know that you can bring them to the Electronics Recycling Day, Saturday, April 25th, from 8 a.m. till noon, rain or shine. There are 2 drive-thru locations. The Jasper County Highway Department in DeMont behind the Fozzie Center, and the Rensselaer Street Department at 820 East Walnut Street. Drop off computers, laptops, TVs, radios, cell phones, routers, VCRs, DVD players, and more. What not to bring? Vacuum cleaners, microwaves, large appliances, toasters, fans, lamps, light bulbs, or loose batteries. It's a quick, free way to clean out clutter the right way. Do good with what's old. See you April 25th.
Rensselaer Care Center has its own dedicated skilled unit for your rehab needs. All the rooms on their skilled unit are private. They have physical, occupational, and speech therapy. They offer inpatient skilled care, long-term care, and memory care. They have a variety of activities, beauty shop, courtyard, and nurse practitioner in the facility 5 days a week. Stop in for a tour or call Kim at 219-866-4181 to schedule your next visit. Be sure to follow Rensselaer Care Center on Facebook.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
Call 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522. 800-707-4522.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
97.7 FM. WLQI. Rensselaer.
Time for Check It News. This Check It News brought to us by the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, and Francisville. Here's Russ Martin.
A second relief fund, this time for Jasper County residents, has been set up in the aftermath of the storms of March 10th. Executive Director for the Jasper Newton Foundation, Breanne Hooker, talks about ways to make a donation to the two funds.
The Jasper Newton Foundation, with some very generous and kind donors, has been able to not only establish the Lake Village Tornado Recovery Fund, but also a Wheatfield Tornado Recovery Fund. It's one thing we're really focusing on right now is bringing donations in. It's the only way we're going to be able to help as many people as possible. Visit JasperNewtonFoundation.org and click the really big green button that says Give Now, and those two donation funds pop up right away.
If paying by check, make your check payable to Jasper Newton Foundation and mail to Post Office Box 295, Rensselaer 47978, and place Lake Village or Wheatfield in the memo line of your check. We also asked Breanne about how the decision is made as to who will receive the funds.
JNF is going to work really closely with emergency management in both Jasper and Newton counties. We also are going to utilize our friends at United Way, who have a lot more resources they can bring to the table. Also reached out to help coordinate with Red Cross. We will have very clear directions out in the public about how to apply for those funds. I'll make sure I call you back on the radio.
Volunteers are still needed in northern Newton County to aid in cleanup. Emergency Management Director Matt Drunen said sign-up is taking place today, Saturday, and Sunday at the Lake Village Community Center from 8 a.m. until noon. However, he said it's best to report at 8 a.m. on any day you want to volunteer to receive a briefing on volunteering. You'll receive directions on where to report following sign-up. If you have a chainsaw, please bring that, and fuel will be provided if need be. Protective eyewear, gloves, safety jacket, and hard hat will be provided as well. There will not be a volunteer call out for Jasper County. 3 people from Chicago were preliminarily charged with 2 felonies after illegal activity was reported by the T-Mart gas station owner in Wheatfield around 2:30 Wednesday morning. In a press release from the Jasper County Sheriff's Office, a deputy in the area received a description of the suspects and their vehicle from the owner and attempted to pull the vehicle over, but the driver failed to comply. Multiple law enforcement agencies assisted in a pursuit that did not end until the south side of Chicago, when the driver was involved in a wreck. The preliminary charges against 33-year-old Kashawn Williams, 35-year-old Brandon West, and Jasmine Darling, age 28, are burglary and theft. Williams, the driver, also was charged with resisting law enforcement with a vehicle. The sheriff's office stated a similar vehicle and 3 people wearing similar clothing attempted to break into the smoke shop in DeMont. A major concern about 2 missing children, ages 8 and 9, in the San Pierre area in Stark County turned into relief and happy news as the 2 girls were found a short time later following law enforcement arrival on the scene earlier this week. The Sheriff's Department, along with North Judson Police, responded after it was reported the 2 had wandered away from a residence north of that town. Detectives also assisted and began a search of the area. A drone from the county sheriff's office was utilized, and within minutes of its deployment, the 2 girls were seen in a nearby wooded area and safely reunited with their parents. Sheriff Jack Rosa thanked police and detectives who aided in the search for their quick response and said he was thankful too for the drone technology within his department. And there will likely be increased traffic in downtown Rensselaer on Saturday, as a No Kings rally will be taking place on or near the courthouse grounds from noon until 2 p.m. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend as well. I'm Russ Martin.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent.
I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. It's why you chose Auto Owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Contact the Conrad Agency in Brook, Fowler, or Francisville at 765-884-0530.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
83-year-old James Murphy of Rensselaer passed away on March 22nd. Visitation will be today from 10 a.m. until noon at Stanky Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Funeral services for James Murphy will be today at noon at Stanky Funeral Home, Rensselaer. Father Joshua Bennett officiating. Private burial will take place. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Rensselaer Senior Center. Stanky Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. 78-year-old Robert Melbourne of Wheatfield passed away on March 21st. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Friday, March 27th at Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield. Services for Robert Melbourne will be held at Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield on Friday at 6 p.m. with Pastor Rick Helton officiating. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 77-year-old Timothy Armstrong of Lowell passed away on March 20th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Friday, March 27th at the Lowell Church of Christ. Services for Timothy Armstrong will be held at Lowell Church of Christ, 6 p.m. Friday. Pastor Chuck Hockmuth officiating. Interment will be in DeMont Cemetery at 10 a.m. on Saturday, March 28th. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 82-year-old Janet Button of Winnemac passed away on March 21st. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday at Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Janet Button will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Saturday at Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. Pastor Butch Wildermuth officiating. Private burial will take place. Memorial contributions may be made to the funeral home to assist with final expenses. Online tributes may be offered at FrayneMortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frayne Mortuary, Winnemac. 70-year-old Colleen Janet Long of Rensselaer passed away on March 23rd. Visitation will be at Jackson Funeral Chapel, Rensselaer on Saturday, March 28th from 10 a.m. until noon Central Time. Funeral services for Colleen Long will follow immediately at noon with Reverend Marcia Smith Wood officiating. Interment will take place at Fair Oak Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to the Carnegie Players of Rensselaer or the American Cancer Society. To share memories and or condolences, visit jacksonfuneral.com. 84-year-old Willie Carlos Wilson of Munster passed away on March 15th. Friends may call from 1 until 3 p.m. on Saturday at the Virgie Christian Church. Services for Willie Carlos Wilson will take place at the Virgie Christian Church, 3:30 Saturday. Pastor Bill Taylor officiating. Interment will be in Elmwood Cemetery in Hammond at 9 a.m. on Saturday, March 28th. Boersma Funeral Home entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Shriners Children's Hospital. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, partly sunny with a high near 40. Tonight, clear skies and a low of 28. Saturday, sunny and a high near 48. Saturday night, increasing cloud, a low around 38. Sunday, partly sunny with a high up to 60. Sunday night, mostly cloudy and a low around 48.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Touhyville. Double the Touhies, double the fun.
You're primarily an entertainer on the radio.
On the radio.
I love radio.
You're in your car listening to the radio.
I cannot believe this stuff is on the radio.
Yeah.
Good luck in radio.
Yeah.
You were looking for a better channel on the radio.
I wonder if we could have a few words for the radio audience, would you?
If you put that on the radio, people will listen to it. Let's do the show.
Well, that's our hope pretty regularly, you know. We put this on the radio. We hope you guys listen to it. We appreciate that you do. Like hanging out with you guys on the radio, on video, streaming, wherever it is. To me, it's all radio. Even if you can see me, I'm still doing a radio show on Facebook or YouTube. Look for Touhyville. Portions of the show today brought to us by Vierk's Fine Jewelry, coins and bullion for both the collector and the investor. From experts to beginners, experience the difference. The corner of 18th and Main in Lafayette. Visit Vierks.com. Also, got to mention my friends over at George A. Memorial Healthcare in Brook. They offer a spectrum of personalized services, whether it's short-term rehab or long-term care. Each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Visit them. GeorgeA.org. Go and like George A. Memorial Healthcare in Brook on Facebook as well. All right, let's take a look at our Serial Madness as it rages on here through the second round. Once again, congratulations to Purdue and Illinois getting into the Elite Eight. Pretty exciting stuff. Now, this is what I always miss is when is the next game? I got to look. Because I always find out about it the day of when everybody starts talking about things. So they will be taking on Arizona. Purdue will be taking on Arizona tomorrow at 7:49. Really? Is it? You guys see Monaco? I just find it very weird. I know that they're planning it probably around other games or such, but start time 7:49. Okay, listen, not 7:48, 7:50, not quarter till, not 8 o'clock. No, 7:49. Let's get that ball in the air. It should be a good game. Purdue versus Arizona. I cannot see the Arizona logo without remembering our oldest daughter and how excited she was. So when she got done with high school, she applied to a few schools, one of which was Arizona. And she was accepted to Arizona. Much to the dismay of me and Cheryl, there was just no way we could afford it. Even with some scholarships, there was just no way to pull it off. It was so far out of our realm of finances. It was I mean, we couldn't even think of a way to pull it off. It was a very funny phone call because thinking back on it now, because she gets the scholarship letter and all that stuff, and Cheryl called the school and she goes, okay, so we got the scholarship, we're looking at what everything costs and everything. So how do you pay for the other $60,000 a year, whatever it was? I'm just pulling that number. I don't know if that's what it was, but it was a lot. And the woman seemed a little befuddled on the phone, and she goes, well, we take check or card, or I don't know what I do. And Cheryl was kind of like, oh, okay. Well, let me just pull out my checkbook and just write that check for $60,000. No problem. Yeah. So unfortunately, she was a wildcat for just a moment. But the bigger part of the story, the one that amuses me now, because she's an adult, she's fine. She, it didn't ruin her that she didn't go to Arizona. She ended up going and starting her schooling at Scottsdale Community College, out in Arizona nonetheless. Went and lived with her aunt and uncle, who were residents there. So she set up residency and after a year was had much cheaper tuition, all that stuff. So, but when I called into Scottsdale Community College to get some things set up for her, and I'm on hold and I hear the home of the Fighting Artichokes. That's the Scottsdale Community College mascot, the Fighting Artichoke. Scottsdale Community College, look it up. Scottsdale Community College, home of the Fighting Artichokes. I started laughing. Now you have to imagine an 18-year-old girl. I told her, listen, I know you're upset that you're going to be a wildcat, But silver lining, you get to be a fighting artichoke. She did not find it as amusing as I did. I thought it was very funny. Like, I can't believe in like 2 days I went from being a wildcat to a fighting artichoke. This is ridiculous. I, on the other hand, loved it. And I have a t-shirt that says proud parent or proud to be part of the Fighting Artichokes or something like that. I have a Fighting Artichokes t-shirt, and that's the fun. So anyway, so if you want to check out the Purdue Boilermakers take on the Arizona Wildcats, the Fighting Artichokes not in the NCAA tournament, by the way. If you want to see the Boilermakers take on the Wildcats, it's tomorrow night. Make sure you're tuned in at 7:49. So to watch the game, I don't even know if that's Central or Eastern time. I'd have to look. I don't know. You'll have to what do they say on TV? Check your local listings for 7:49. All right, let's take a look at our Madness tournament. Okay, Cereal Madness. What cereal is going to make it into our Sweet 16? We're a little behind the schooling, but it's the timing will catch up, of course, because we can only do so many games in a day. So Cereal Madness round 2, Corn Pops right now is 70% of the vote over Kix. Raisin Bran and Count Chocula neck and neck. I have not put my vote in, so I'm going to put my vote in. There's so many votes it didn't even change the percentage yet. Count Chocula with 51% of the vote. Raisin Bran with 49% of the vote. Now, by the way, Facebook, I think, keeps the voting open, but like when we come in Monday morning, whoever's in the lead, that's the winner. That's how I think they leave it for 3 days automatically or something. There's no way to change it on Facebook, at least not that I've found. Cocoa Krispies and Special K battling it out. 57% of the vote right now going to Cocoa Krispies. And Trix right now with 70% of the vote to 30% of the vote over bite-sized shredded wheat, as it should be. Okay. Time for a little nostalgia coming back. I know vinyl has come back. I know that's, there's collectors and things like that are into vinyl. I don't understand why cassettes would come back, but they are. Maxell is bringing back its classic tape player. They say cassettes are becoming so trendy again that the electronics company Maxell is bringing back its classic personal tape player. They've even added a modem feature like Bluetooth and USB-C charging. Unlike some modern devices, they did not nix the headphone jack, which is good. I have an adapter that goes into my phone so I can have an actual headphone jack. Yes, I like cords. Talked about this yesterday. I like my cord. I like my actual over-the-ear headphones. They said the battery life is good. It lasts about 11 hours on Bluetooth playtime. The player comes with a belt clip. So you can feel that old-fashioned nostalgia. I like it. They aren't cheap, though. Maxell's list price is $100. Amazon has them for around $80. If you want to get back into making mixtapes, you can grab a 5-pack of blank cassettes for around $15. Listen, we're a radio station, and I don't even think we have a cassette player around here. I know I owned one personally for a while, and I think it finally just died. And I had to I just got rid of it. I probably took it to one of the recycling days. Since I've been here, it just finally died. I used it for something, and I was trying to dub somebody else's cassette. Now I do have a looks like a little Walkman cassette player, because it comes with a USB cord where I can record from my cassette into my computer. So what I was doing for a while, and I kind of fell off to the wayside, I'd like to get back to doing it. I was recording all of my old shows, because I have cassette tapes going back to my shows in 1994. I was recording them onto the computer for hopes of using some of them on yesterday. I think I was talking about the idea of doing a podcast about my career, just kind of through the years. And I was going to do it. My original plan was I was going to do it in chronological order. But now I'm thinking I'm just going to bounce around and tell stories from different years and different eras and things, just because of what might come up. We'll see. I don't know. I say these things and then life gets in the way of life. And the next thing you know, 2 years have gone by. But anyway, I have this cassette player that'll do this, take cassettes and put it into USB, into a computer. I found that on Amazon too. So I do have a cassette player, but I have tons and tons of cassettes from over all the years. Speaking of going back in time, so today is Quirky Country Music Title Day, okay? You guys might not know this, but many years ago, I actually did a country music song with the great Whoopi Goldberg. Used to play it on my old radio station. I figured I'd dig it up here for Quirky Country Music Day, Quirky Country Music Title Day. This one's called Regular Old Person. I'm just a regular old person.
The regular old person.
I like my beer. Just a regular old person.
The regular old person.
I like my dog. I'm just a regular old person.
The regular old person.
I like my wife. I'm just a regular old person.
The regular old person.
But I don't like her as much as my dog. I like my beer, I like my dog, I like my wife and my truck too. I'm just a regular old person.
The regular old person.
And a regular old person.
The regular old person.
A regular old person.
The regular old person.
That's all I'll ever be. I know.
The regular old person.
You guys are shocked. Yes. Me and the next Bachelorette, Whoopi Goldberg. That's right. Who wants a rose? We did a country song. Didn't win a Grammy for that one, or a country music award, or really in anything. We just didn't go very far. But yeah, that was my foray into country music. So hope you enjoyed that on Quirky Country Music Title Day.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till-to-Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Tired of muddy paws, smelly fur, and a bathroom that looks like a dog wash explosion? Bring your best friend to Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash in Rensselaer. It's self-service, open 24/7, and made to fit your schedule. No appointments needed. For $8, you get 12 minutes with shampoo and a pet blow dryer. And if your pup needs a little extra time, just add more, just like a car wash. Plenty of parking, no mess at home, and a clean, happy pet every time. Located right next to Baz's Roller Rink on 231 in Rensselaer. Don't forget, they have open skates on Friday and Saturday nights. Be sure to check Baz's Roller Rink Facebook to find out more. Baz's 5-Star Pet Wash, because every pet deserves the 5-star treatment.
Got old electronics lying around? Jasper County REMC would like you to know that you can bring them to the Electronics Recycling Day, Saturday, April 25th from 8 a.m. till noon, rain or shine. There are 2 drive-thru locations, the Jasper County Highway Department in DeMont behind the Fozzie Center, and the Rensselaer Street Department at 820 East Walnut Street. Drop off computers, laptops, TVs, radios, cell phones, routers, VCRs, DVD players, and more. What not to bring: vacuum cleaners, microwaves, large appliances, toasters, fans, lamps, light bulbs, or loose batteries. It's a quick, free way to clean out clutter the right way. Do good with what's old. See you April 25th.
You think Bozeman Oil is just about oil? Well, think again. For over 65 years, they've delivered gasoline, diesel, lubricants, tank setups, and more. From farms to fleets and everything in between, Bozeman Oil offers dependable delivery and honest, old-school service. Located in DeMont and proud to serve this region since 1960. Family-owned, community-focused, and always just a phone call away. Visit BozemanOil.com or call 219-345-3412 or stop by and visit on Route 10 today. Bozeman Oil, so much more than just oil.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random plus one.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm, and Chuck McDowell definitely not an attorney. This is Chuck. If someone talked you into buying something really silly and you want to get out of that silly little thing, my advice, get the facts. Call me and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit absolutely free. Inside, you'll learn how timeshare works and all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your free exit information kit. 800-887-1010. That's 800-887-1010.
Touhyville. Now with even more Touhy.
Well, good morning.
Rise and shine.
I don't understand morning people.
What a glorious day.
Sun shining, birds chirping. We should be able to hit these people.
Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Huh? What? And what do we want this morning?
A lot of people want coffee.
A lot of it. I'm going to need more than coffee.
How about I kick you in the neck?
Okay, then. Coffee's fine.
Well, I guess it's that time. It's about that time.
It's showtime. Welcome to Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you. Nope. See, muscle memory. Steve Touhy with you on a Friday morning. Cheryl's still under the weather. Unfortunately, not here. But hope to be back on Monday since she's feeling a little bit better this morning. Portion of the show today brought to us by the Fountain Stone Theater. Visit fountainstonetheaters.com. Check out the movies that are there this weekend. Ready or Not 2, Project Hail Mary with Ryan Gosling, The Pout Pout Fish, an animated movie, reminders of him, and another animated movie, Hoppers, all there at the Fountain Stone Theater. Visit fountainstonetheaters.com. Also, got to mention our friends over at Jasper County Community Services on Monday at the Fozzie Senior Center. They're doing their Cost of Care Plan Ahead Without Panic seminar. It's a talk. They'll be answering questions. Discussion will include staying at home as long as possible with support, realistic in-home scenarios, the costs associated with aging in place, planning before emergency decisions are made, community living options, and more. Find out all about it on Monday. That's at the Fozzie Senior Center in DeMont at noon. So make your plans for that so you can learn more about it. And that is not just for 55 and older. That's, for everybody in the family. If you want to go and learn more and find out what's going on. And so there's, more ears, the better. So, all right, let's see what we got going on here in the, in the world. Let's see. Oh boy. I hate when I see this happen, and I could see it. It's gotta be so hard. I mean, you got to practice, you got to, but one little thing distracts you. Christopher Jackson from Hamilton apparently messed up the words to the national anthem yesterday at the Mets home opener.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, what so proudly we hailed, were so gallantly streaming.
Forgot the or the ramparts we watched. Forgot that little snippet. I feel bad for people. I'm not making fun. I feel bad. That's why I would never do it. And I've also I remember watching Billy Joel was on the Howard Stern show, and I saw a snippet of it on YouTube. And he said I think he did the national anthem at the Super Bowl, I thought he said, or he did it somewhere. And right before he was supposed to start, his monitor went out, so he couldn't hear himself. So that'll mess with your head. And so now all you're hearing is that echo, which is just a little bit off. I can tell you, just doing the radio show, there's times that our headphones are messed up, and I have a hard time trying to talk. Because that would really throw me off. If I was talking and heard the words just a little bit off, I've had that happen over the years when I've done a remote broadcast from somewhere. And it's like feeding back to you, but just a half a second off. So you're just hearing your own voice, back. It's I've had to take the headphones off. And I'm sure you've seen people singing like on TV or something, where they pull that little earpiece out because it's feeding back at them the wrong way. And it's really hard to sing. I mean, it's hard to talk when that's happening, let alone sing. Speaking of trouble singing, people are poking fun at Keith Williams Jr., who did the national anthem at the Dodgers game the other night, or last night, rather, for opening day, and apparently was a little out of tune.
Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting.
Okay, I don't think that was that out there. I mean, a little thing in the tone there, but wow. Take it easy. Fans are blasting him? Take it easy. You're not an American Idol judge. You're a goof in the stands eating a hot dog. Take it easy. It's a little bit much. I mean, that's seems a bit of a stretch to be whining about that or making fun of someone for that. There wasn't a whole lot right there. It was just a little bit right there. I'm just saying that seemed like not much of a flub. I'm just saying. So, by the way, because I don't pay that much attention to baseball in the offseason and rules and things like that, yesterday, in watching the game, I found out they have now implemented this ABS, automatic balls and strikes system thing, where the pitcher, the catcher, or the batter can challenge a ball or strike. And I guess they get, I think, 2 per game or 3 per game. And if they're right, they keep it. So you could, if you're right every time, you could have multiple. If you're wrong, you lose it. I thought it was really interesting yesterday. There was one call where I was a little bummed that the Cubs didn't use it. And only the batter can do it. No one can signal him. You can't yell from the dugout, use your challenge. You can't do it's got to be done in real time. The batter's got to decide. The catcher's got to decide. The pitcher's got to decide. And if you use them up, you use them up. That's it. But there was one where I thought the Cubs would have gotten a walk. Not that that would have won them the game. They lost by 4. But it was a key situation where I think it would have helped. And they didn't use any of them. The Washington Nationals, I think, did it 3 times. It was really kind of interesting. That said, here's comedian Brian Regan talking about umpires.
I like baseball. I like the home plate umpire job. They call balls and strikes, which I think are equally important to the game. So why is an umpire's reaction to a ball or a strike so markedly different? When it's a strike, an umpire lets everybody know. But when it's a ball, sometimes an umpire don't do nothing. I'd feel bad if I was a pitcher and I put all kinds of effort into my pitch and an umpire just went, I'm gonna waste my time with this kind of nonsense. But then when it's a strike, why not split the difference in those reactions? Because when it was a ball, I didn't know anything had even transpired. And when it was a strike, I thought your chest might explode.
It's Brian Regan. Very funny stuff. Nancy says, good morning, Nancy. Thanks for hanging out this morning. I appreciate you spending your morning with us. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, a professor says one word that is a dead giveaway for AI. I'll tell you that word. Also, little stuff about Netflix. We got some silliness on the dating scene that I never got to yesterday. Just plenty of fun stuff to dive into before we wrap things up by ending on a high note. So don't go anywhere. Thanks for sticking around here in Touhyville.
Weather is brought to you by Rensselaer Iron and Metal.
Today, partly sunny with a high near 40. Tonight, clear skies and a low of 28. Saturday, sunny and a high near 48. Saturday night, increasing clouds with a low around 38. Sunday, partly sunny with a high up to 60. Sunday night, mostly cloudy and a low around 48.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
The extra step. They say that makes all the difference. The extra step. It's the difference between wanting and having. You want a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Kirstings wants you to have a Harley-Davidson motorcycle. All you have to do is take the next step and walk through their front door. Get ready for the spring riding season because Kirstings Harley-Davidson has just the bike you've been looking for. They're stocked with every type of Harley-Davidson motorcycle you've ever dreamed of riding, and now is your chance to put them to the test. This is the time of year that puts an extra spring in everyone's step. So what are you waiting for? Take your extra step and get on a Harley-Davidson motorcycle today. Kirstings Harley-Davidson Cycle Center, 4 miles south of North Judson on Highway 39. Call 574-896-2974. Visit Kirstings online at Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and KirstingCycle.com.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Got old electronics lying around? Jasper County REMC would like you to know that you can bring them to the Electronics Recycling Day, Saturday, April 25th from 8 a.m. till noon, rain or shine. There are 2 drive-through locations. The Jasper County Highway Department in DeMont behind the Fozzie Center, and the Rensselaer Street Department at 820 East Walnut Street. Drop off computers, laptops, TVs, radios, cell phones, routers, VCRs, DVD players, and more. What not to bring? Vacuum cleaners, microwaves, large appliances, toasters, fans, lamps, light bulbs, or loose batteries. It's a quick, free way to clean out clutter the right way. Do good with what's old. See you April 25th.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's
how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you got to build your business. We had to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
Every morning, I go through my chicken breakfast sandwich checklist. My breakfast sandwich has to deliver great value, deliciousness, and lots of variety. McDonald's checks all my boxes. Like that savory McChicken biscuit for just $2.49. Consider my boxes checked. If I'm feeling spicy, a hot and spicy chicken McGriddles is breakfast checkmate. Whatever's on your checklist, a $2.49 chicken breakfast sandwich at McDonald's will check all your breakfast boxes. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Spring is here, and that means it's time to upgrade your yard with the power you can trust at Steve's Specialized Services on 231 in Rensselaer. Don't miss the Bad Boy Mowers Spring Promotion happening March 20th through the 31st. When you purchase any Bad Boy zero-turn mower, you'll score a free handheld tool. Choose from an 80-volt blower or trimmer, or a gas-powered blower or trimmer. Get the performance, power, and attitude Bad Boy is known for. Just in time for the mowing season. Stop in today. Visit stevespecialized.com and be sure to like Steve Specialized Services on Facebook for updates and new deals. Steve Specialized Services on 231 in Rensselaer.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Kevin Matthews. You don't know who I am, but you probably know who Steve and Cheryl is. This is where they live in Touhyville. Touhyville is a very unusual place, and you're part of it.
Is it Friday yet?
That's part of my job here as host, is to tell you what day of the week it is.
My favorite day of the week is
Friday.
What day is today? Friday. You know what that means?
I want to be a DJ.
You do?
Woo! Let's go to work.
But boss, it's Friday.
Of course. It's freaking Friday. It is Friday. Everybody got big plans for the weekend? A fantastic show.
Let's get to it.
Showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Steve Touhy with you here, hanging out, having fun on a Friday morning. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Cheryl under the weather, hopefully back on Monday. Since she's feeling a little bit better this morning, which is good. Been a rough couple days for her. She said she had sore throat that was like razors. She said it was just terrible. And then I got her some Robitussin that she wanted. I mean, it was honey flavored Robitussin. She said it was so awful. She tried drinking it with some juice and stuff. It was just terrible, she said. Just terrible tasting. Could not even take it anymore. Hey, I wanted to mention for live music fans or fans of Led Zeppelin, Rock the Legion is going on tomorrow. LC Productions and American Legion is putting on a concert tomorrow night at the American Legion in DeMott, Post 440. Tickets available online. It's there to it's a fundraiser to help the Legion, and they do great things for vets and other folks. It's going to be Rock the Legion. It's Crossthreads, Kevin J. Friend, and White Summer Sounds of Led Zeppelin. So they're not a Led Zeppelin tribute band, but they do a lot of Led Zeppelin music. So it's going to be a great time. It's out there at the DeMott Chamber. It's tomorrow night. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. Anyone with an ID, 16 or older, can go in. So it's not 21 or older. Tickets are available online and at the lounge for $25 for a single ticket, or $40 for a couple. So if two of you are going, you save $10. So there you go. It's tomorrow night. So it's going to be a good time had by all out there. All right. I don't know about you guys. I'm a fan of using AI for what it's worth. For what I'm not looking for it to replace things or I know that some people are using it for different things on the radio. Some people use it as disc jockeys, and some people use it as their news voice or weather voice or things like that. I know stations that do it. I like to use it to help me. I think it's a helpful tool, just like the computer, just like anything else. It's used as a tool. But some colleges now are switching to oral tests to combat AI. So I don't know how you're using AI during a test, but whatever. So one college professor at Chapman University in Southern California went viral this week after he revealed one word that he says is a dead giveaway. Something was written by AI. He said the word is moreover. Well, great. Now regular people can't use the word moreover. Moreover? That's ridiculous. I don't even know if I used moreover right. He says it rarely appears in casual writing or conversation. So when he sees moreover in a paper or the communication from a student, he immediately thinks AI was involved. See? Now, I don't like that. Just because AI exists as a professor, you shouldn't be going into something assuming guilt because they used a word that you don't think is used a lot. You're a professor. You're supposed to be teaching. You're not out to find guilt in someone just because. I think that's a bad move, in my opinion. He says several students jumped in the comments section to say they might not use words like moreover, furthermore, or thus in everyday language, but those words are used all the time in formal papers. Yeah. Moreover, what if I used the thesaurus to find a better word? Because I'm doing a college paper. How about if we raise the bar? And yes, some of these kids might be using AI. Okay. And when I was in school, they didn't want us using calculators. You know what? Now we all have them on our phones. Times change. Things change. Apparently, the response was so big, he posted a follow-up video to say he doesn't dislike students using AI. They just shouldn't be lazy about it. I agree. Don't just use AI and turn it in. Use it as a helpful tool. A lot of people now that don't use Google at all. They might use Gemini through Google to search for things. Google's still my first go-to, but very close behind it is ChatGPT. I'm using it more and more and more and liking it more and more and more. It's really helpful in doing business. He says it's okay to use it as a tool, just don't be fully reliant on it. That's what I'm saying. All right. As long as you're not automatically deciding someone used AI just because you see the word moreover. Moreover, I don't think that's a good idea. He also revealed a few additional words he's seen in the uptick on AI, including delve, tapestry, and sentence constructs like not X, but Y. And I see that sometimes too. So we have, through the radio station, there's a thing called radio workflow, and it's kind of our system for using things. It's unimportant. We use it for a lot of things around the radio station. And it has a built-in AI tool for it in helping to write commercials. And a lot of times when I was using it before, I found it was using a lot of the same kind of construct or flow for commercials. And I went, I don't like this. Because I love the creativity of doing commercials. We just don't always have the time for it. So now what I do is I will take some of the wording that they use and then throw my creativity into it. Cheryl will do the same. Take some of her creativity and then use some of the words that AI has come up with and kind of blend them into our own deal. Let's see what else we got going on. Netflix raised their prices again. They did? Did I get an email about this? I get 4,652 emails every day. How'd they raise their price again? They just did it. It says for the second time in 2 years. Yeah. Netflix raised their prices yesterday for the second time in less than 2 years. The price previously went up January of last year. The standard plan with ads went up by $1, so it went from $7.99 to $8.99. The standard plan with no ads with 2 devices went up by $2 and is now $19.99 a month. I thought that's what I was already paying. These new prices are already in effect. If you're already subscribed to Netflix, you'll be receiving an email within the coming weeks. Okay, so I haven't seen my email yet. It's amazing how they just, and I know, well, then quit. I get it. These subscription-based things, they're just send an email. Hey, by the way, we're going to charge you more next month. You're fine. Don't worry. We got your card. Have a good one. Take care. Everything just keeps going up. I don't like that. It's not funny anymore. Knock it off. All right, you guys heard my my regular old person song, right? If you didn't, boy, did you miss out. But Megan Thee Stallion and Nickelback apparently put together a song for a Cheetos Flamin' Hot Dill commercial. We were talking snacks yesterday. Apparently these Cheetos Flamin' Hot Dill pickle snacks are sticking around. Here's the song they came up with for the commercial.
They're bringing back the flaming pickle. Cheetos really want to let the world know it's only because it rhymes with nickel. That's why they beat us for a huge commercial. And this is how we remind you.
Flaming pickle, you remind me of why my sun's burned. Flaming pickle, you remind me why I let my nose run.
I like you to say sorry. Make a nickel back and tell the story.
I think it's funny. I thought they came up with a new song. I didn't even listen to it before that. I think that's funny. Oh, that made me laugh. That was that was good. I like that. Christopher says, good morning, my amazing friends. Have an amazing Friday. Thank you, Christopher. We appreciate it. By the way, thank you, Christopher, for you jumped in right at the end of the program yesterday. I was talking yesterday about radio in general and what I love about radio and what we love about doing radio. And you sent a nice message in. He said, you guys are much more than a radio station or morning show. You guys offer so much more for our community, like therapy, help for people in need, whether it be food donations for the food pantry, help with those from storm relief, etc. You guys are more like family instead of just voices from a speaker. Thank you for all you guys do. Christopher, thank you so much, because that makes my day. I know when I share those things with Cheryl or when she's around to see them, she feels the same way. It's so touching because we really do. We love what we do. We love doing this with you guys. We love working within the community. We love all of you that listen. We love all of you that sponsor our program and advertise with us. It just means a ton to us. So thank you. It's when we realize that we touch you or that you guys enjoy it, it means the world to us. So thank you so much. I'm going to take a quick break. We'll come back and end on a high note. How about that?
Cole Reisner here with Gutwein and Reisner Insurance. Spring is back. Longer days, warmer weather, and a season that can bring the unexpected. From strong winds to heavy rain, now is the time to make sure your insurance coverage is ready. At Gutwein and Reisner Insurance, we're here to help you review your policy and make sure you're protected where it matters most. Gutwein and Reisner Insurance, protection you can count on season after season. Proudly partnered with Indiana Farmers Insurance. Like and follow us on Facebook.
When you think of diamonds, what comes to mind?
Getting engaged,
Your wedding day?
a favorite anniversary,
Diamonds tend to be associated with special memories. The next time you hear the word diamonds, you need to think of Vierk's Fine Jewelry.
At Vierk's, we have the area's largest and finest selection featuring hundreds of in-stock certified diamonds, all shapes and sizes and specializing in a carat and larger.
And our prices and quality will meet or exceed anyone's from the mall to the internet to even New York's Diamond District.
And for true expertise, Vierk's has Lafayette's only GIA graduate gemologist in residence, along with the area's only, and we do mean only, USPAP compliant jewelry appraiser.
Let Vierk's help make any occasion shine with the perfect diamond for your individual taste, style, and budget.
If you're serious about a diamond and serious about saving money, then you need to visit Vierk's Fine Jewelry. Seriously.
Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Vierks.com.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Got old electronics lying around? Jasper County REMC would like you to know that you can bring them to the Electronics Recycling Day, Saturday, April 25th from 8 a.m. till noon, rain or shine. There are 2 drive-thru locations, the Jasper County Highway Department in DeMont behind the Fozzie Center, and the Rensselaer Street Department at 820 East Walnut Street. Drop off computers, laptops, TVs, radios, cell phones, routers, VCRs, DVD players, and more. What not to bring: vacuum cleaners, microwaves, large appliances, toasters, fans, lamps, light bulbs, or loose batteries. It's a quick 3-way to clean out clutter the right way. Do good with what's old. See you April 25th.
Are you ready for a mouthful of deliciousness? The Good Table in Kentland is bringing back the crave-worthy pizza. Straight to your doorstep, yes, we deliver. Available Thursdays through Sundays between 4 and 8 p.m. A minimum order of $20 for out-of-town deliveries with a $1.50 delivery fee in town and $5 out of town. Call 219-474-3245. The Good Table. Good food, good friends, good times, and now good pizza delivered straight to your door.
Save on Moloch Carpet now at Carpet Barn in Roselawn during the all-pet carpet sale. If you have pets, this is the carpet you've been waiting for. Mohawk's Pet Premier Carpet features the exclusive all-pet warranty, protecting against stains, odors, and pet accidents. Designed with easy stain protection and made from durable, eco-friendly polyester, Mohawk all-pet carpet is tough on messes and easy on your home. Right now, Carpet Barn has fantastic sale pricing, knowledgeable and helpful customer service, and flooring you can trust. But hurry, this sale won't last forever. Visit Carpet Barn on Route 10 in Roselawn or online at carpetbarnllc.com. Be sure to like Carpet Barn on Facebook.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at radiodirect.com/privacy. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text MORE to 797979 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text MORE to 797979 for a link to your exclusive offer. Text MORE to 797979. That's MORE to 797979.
WLQI, The Q is streaming online at WLQI977.com.
All right. It is time for us to wrap things up for another fine, fun week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Been a stranger week with Cheryl being out. Last time she was off for a week, I had some folks come in and fill in for her and couldn't really pull that together so fast this week. We also really didn't know how long she'd be out. I didn't realize that, it would be so long, but I know she would much rather be here hanging out with you guys. Tiffany says, good morning, Steve. Hope you have a great weekend and hope Cheryl gets well soon. Me too. Thank you, Tiffany. We appreciate that. All right. So, but with Cheryl out, I have been ending on a high note. So here we go. All right. Today's high note kind of just came out of my own brain, and I did a little research online. So I know I heard Russ mention in the news that this weekend there's some No Kings demonstrations going on in the area, including in Rensselaer. And I've seen some of your guys' comments on the video and on Facebook and things like that about that, and that's fine. They're welcome to go out and protest. You're welcome to comment on Facebook. It's all fine. What I will say is I saw this quote, and I thought it was fitting when I went through the life hacks before about the idea of being kind. We don't have to agree on anything to be kind to one another. Just take that home with you. We don't have to agree on anything to be kind to one another. So you can have your thoughts. I can have mine. They can have theirs. Everyone can have all their thoughts. You can still be kind to one another. So let's not forget that. Thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed listening to the shows this week as much as I enjoyed doing them. Have yourself a phenomenal weekend. We're going to do it all again on Monday right here in Touhyville. Take care.
This is the